Yo, what's happening, guys? Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Wanted to bring you guys a follow-up video about the whole YouTube cryptocurrency purge. Earlier in the week, I had made a video about this. Really didn't have that much information when I made the video. I woke up at like 6 a.m. As is kind of my morning habit. I kind of scrolled through Reddit, kind of seeing if there's any interesting news for the day or whatever, and happened to see a post about YouTube purging cryptocurrency channels, which led me to a video by a channel called The Quartering, which kind of talked about Chris Dunn, and watched a couple other videos from The Moon and a couple other crypto YouTubers. And Chris Dunn, The Moon, Ivan on Tech, a lot of bigger crypto channels, as well as a lot of smaller crypto channels, were either taken down entirely, were given warning strikes for promoting dangerous goods or dangerous activities, or promoting or trying to sell regulated products. And people were kind of up in arms about this. It was kind of a big deal. Anytime YouTube censors anything, it's kind of a big deal. You know, a while back, YouTube was kind of censoring conservative voices. And in a lot of ways, I think censorship is actually one of the best things for cryptocurrency and blockchain as a whole. If you think about it, when has crypto gotten the most attention, right? Like, crypto's been kind of, I hate to say dead, but it's been kind of out of a lot of people's minds since, beginning of 2018 into 2017. But not too long ago, when Patreon and even YouTube started censoring, who are some of like the conservative YouTubers? Like, man, what's that psychologist guy's name? Jordan Peterson. A lot of the other names are some Ruben something. A lot of the other kind of conservative crypto voices were getting kicked off of Patreon or censored by YouTube. And Jordan Peterson actually said, I'm going over to, I forget which one of these platforms it was. It wasn't, I don't think it was BitChute, and it wasn't D2, but he went over to one of these, decentralized platforms where everybody can post content and everything's kind of free. And that seems to be when cryptocurrency gets a lot of attention. And let's be honest, I mean, right now, I think the biggest use case, the biggest selling point of cryptocurrency is that it's censorship proof, right? Like, if you put something up on a blockchain or on a DTube, like, nothing can really be taken down. Nothing winds up really getting censored, whereas that's not really the case with YouTube and Instagram and a lot of other platforms. Instagram recently announced influencers who post about guns or vaping, they're going to be taking down posts. And I wouldn't be surprised if that extends into other kind of like gray market areas or other areas that they really don't want content on their platform about. YouTube, we know censor some things as well. And when this comes up, it kind of proves the one major use case for cryptocurrency, because let's be honest, like, most people who are into cryptocurrency are speculating or trading. Not that many people are using it for daily purchases. And if we're really honest with ourselves, and this is coming from somebody who's been involved in crypto, since 2012, 2013 myself, somebody who was heavily involved up until 2017. I'll be honest, I've kind of lost interest. I don't really follow, I'm still holding all my coins and everything, but it's just not something I follow on a day-to-day basis. It's quite frankly, it's really only exciting when you're making money or there's a lot of developments in the space, and it's really been kind of boring to me since about 2018. That's kind of when I tuned out, and I'm like, if things pick up, I'll start following again. But I got my coins stashed away in cold storage, and occasionally I'll kind of keep up with what's going on or check prices, but it's not something that I'm super involved with. But like, let's be honest, right? Most people aren't buying their morning coffee with crypto. They're not buying their groceries with Bitcoin. They're not buying video games with Bitcoin, right? Like, most people are speculating and trading, and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is really an amazing technology. The fact that it takes the middlemen out from between a consumer and a business or a brand or a service is amazing, especially like for somebody like me who comes from like the high-risk credit card processing space, where Stripe shuts you down, YouTube puts a rolling reserve, or PayPal puts a rolling reserve on you, they freeze your funds. We've seen things happen, like with the Patreon incident I mentioned earlier. I think it was Visa or MasterCard was like, oh, well, yeah, we don't support, you taking payments for Jordan Peterson, so Patreon's like, okay, we'll kick him off the platform. Even something like selling hair extensions, like most credit card processors, definitely Stripe, and I believe PayPal too, won't allow you to sell hair extensions. I mean, we have a legal product that a business can't sell to a consumer because either Visa, MasterCard, or the processing bank in the middle doesn't want to allow payments for this. And when we get into gray area stuff, whether it be like buying weed online, sports betting, anything that's controversial, anything that somebody has an issue with, we have banks or credit card processors in the middle who can basically shut things down, and Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Monero, allow people to transact directly, and there's nobody who can get in the middle and say, hey, you can't do that. Um, and so to me, that's like the biggest use case of cryptocurrency. When it comes to like crypto versus using my credit card, really, what does crypto offer, right? Like, yeah, privacy, but do I really care if somebody knows that I'm buying my coffee or whatever else? If I'm buying a dildo online or weed online, okay, maybe I care about that privacy. Maybe I'll use Monero. But for like everyday purchases, people don't really care. My credit card is something I'm used to using, and goes for the average person, right? Credit card is already something somebody is used to using, so something new is going to have to be like 10 times better to actually take over. Credit card has chargeback protection. With my Chase Sapphire Preferred, I get a free 1-year warranty on anything I buy. I get rewards or points or airline miles. There's a lot of perks that come with using a credit card. Well, what does cryptocurrency offer me, right? It's not the default way of doing things. There is a little bit of a learning curve. It's not as easy as just swiping your credit card or Venmoing your friend some money, right? There's a little bit more of a learning curve to it. There's no chargeback protection. I don't get any rewards. The price fluctuates, so what I'm paying for something is going to change, or the money I'm sitting on is going to gain value and lose value. So I really don't see a benefit to using crypto over credit cards at this point in time. The one benefit, again, being that somebody can't get in the middle, it's censorship free. So in a way, stuff like this is actually a benefit to crypto. It brings attention to crypto. I mean, here we have the BBC News talking about Bitcoin. So, in some ways, it's actually a good thing, even though people do get up in arms over it. I made the video the other day talking about how, like, even people in the crypto community were kind of divided. Like, some people were like, quite frankly, I kind of see why YouTube did it. Like, there's a lot of Ponzi schemes. There's a lot of people promoting shit coins. It's a lot of affiliate marketers, like, hawking bullshit coins and programs and platforms and lending things just to earn some affiliate money for themselves. The rest of it is, like, all kind of clickbait. And so that was kind of half the people's feeling. The other kind of half of the crypto community was kind of like up in arms about this. How dare YouTube censor? Was this censorship? Is there some big conspiracy theory here? Or is this just incompetence, a glitch, whatever? I think it's probably the latter. I mean, anytime anything is censored, it becomes kind of big news. People get up in arms about it. YouTube couldn't have possibly thought that they're going to shut down all these crypto channels and nobody's going to make any noise about it. I mean, it is kind of weird that it happened right around Christmas time when it's like, okay, let's try to slide it through when people are kind of busy with their families and not really as active on social media. But I don't really buy into the whole conspiracy theory thing. Anyhow, YouTube has since reversed the stance. Most channels have been put back online. Most videos have been put back online. Strikes have been removed, which is a pretty rare thing to happen. And so here's a BBC News article about it. YouTube admits error over Bitcoin video purge. YouTube has reinstated hundreds of crypto-related channels after admitting it had removed them, quote-unquote, in error. A new wave of YouTubers received notifications that their videos were in breach of the platform's terms of service earlier this week. The move appeared to target smaller channels and publishers that focused on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency content. One interesting thing about this, it wasn't just smaller channels. It was actually a lot of the bigger channels were affected as well. And the one YouTuber who I'm not really familiar with, but who's been mentioned a lot in the story, is Chris Dunn. To be honest, I haven't even checked out his channel, but apparently he's not a quote-unquote crypto YouTuber, though he does have crypto videos, and he was affected by this. The Google-owned video sharing platform has since apologized for the mistake, but some crypto bloggers have complained that their videos have not been restored after several days. This is a huge wake-up call, and I'm researching decentralized alternatives, said Chris Dunn, who has more than 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Video makers initially took to Twitter to share their frustration after many well-established channels claimed that YouTube had been ignoring their complaints. Alex Saunders, founder of Nugget News, told his followers that the incident felt really scary and claimed YouTube was failing to communicate with its users. He wrote on Twitter, "Hi YouTube team, with over 100 videos removed and 2 strikes in 24 hours, I have still not received an email from you. This is really scary. We've hired new staff. I have a wife and baby to support. I can't fix the problem if I don't know what I've done or who to communicate with." And this isn't really unique to crypto. I mean, pretty much across every social media platform, for Amazon sellers, for eBay sellers, anytime you're dealing with a big business like this, their policies are intentionally vague so that they have more wiggle room to do what they want. And I mean, for anybody who's sold on Amazon knows, you'll get suspended, you'll get a listing taken down with some vague reason or no reason, and there's really nobody to communicate with. And that's one of the funny things about selling on Amazon is people are like apologizing and admitting wrong without even necessarily knowing what they did. Same thing with Amazon merch. I remember my buddy Hustler Hacks had been suspended from Amazon merch, and they wanted him to basically apologize and come up with a plan of what he was going to do differently. He's like, I don't know what the fuck did I like. I don't know what to apologize for because I don't know what I did. But I think he kind of like made up a reason. Was like, oh well, I guess I've let my brother log into my account a couple times. I won't do that anymore. And sure enough, they reinstated him. But I mean, this isn't unique to crypto people. This isn't unique to YouTube. This is just what happens when you're dealing with bigger companies. YouTube said in a statement that it had made a wrong call and confirmed that any content mistakenly removed would be restored. With the massive volume of videos on our site, sometimes we make the wrong call, it said. When it's brought to our attention that a video has been removed mistakenly, we act quickly to reinstate it. It said there has been no changes to its policies and insisted there would be no penalty to any channels that were affected by the incident. More control. YouTube has also promised to give people an easier way to deal with copyright disputes stemming from their content. Like, this has nothing to do with the crypto stuff. It wasn't about copyright. The messages people were getting had to do with promoting dangerous activities or dangerous goods or selling like regulated goods. Nothing to do with copywriting. So I'm not really sure how that helps people or how this has anything to do with this incident. Many video makers have complained that YouTube's current system lets so-called copyright trolls make false claims on their videos, while its automated detection tools often fail to understand when material has been used legally. Video makers who receive copyright claims against footage in their videos will now be given the option to automatically trim the disputed segment from their clips. We're providing more transparency about the content of the copyright that this part of the article is just weird because this crypto incident has, I suppose it's all about YouTube policies and suspensions like as a whole, but copyright reasons have absolutely nothing to do with the crypto purge. Anyhow, just wanted to provide kind of some context and some follow-up since I made the video the other day without having much info. I saw it, like I said, at about 6 in the morning. I was getting my Dunkin' Donuts, heading to a meeting, and I figured I'd crank out a quick video about it. But here's a little bit of follow-up. If you guys know any more about this, if you've been affected by this, if a channel that you like has been affected by this, feel free to drop a comment down below and share some more info. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button below, and we'll catch you on the next one.